Okay, so like I said, we are back. I'm getting a nice little tan. I don't know if you guys could tell. I've been trying to shoot some hoops lately. That was my left hand, don't judge me. But let me show you guys what we got doing today. We got the missus here today. She's gonna be starting a whole different project while I get these arches done. And she's actually gonna start a very important project. So let's go around, let's turn on some lights real quick so you can see what's going on. We know it's not properly lighted in here, and we're gonna fix that eventually and get some pot lights. But yeah, so you can see we started the sheetrock. We're gonna show you that footage, and let me turn the camera around. But quick update, everything is actually going pretty well. Hopefully we can move some of these arches up more, like the first few, and just keep increasing the property value. You know, my rib and I, we actually were on the website. I don't know which website, but we was on a website, and it shows, you know, the houses that were sold. It shows the asking and what they went for, and we got this real estate for this property at a steal. So it's only up. Now let's show you what we've done. She already is doing a great job. You guys see that? She already taped off everything. I'm gonna have her put one more layer of tape right on top, just in case she hits the tiles. But she already got her drop cloth on. All she needs to do now is just take the drop cloth to the floor. So when she walks, you know, just continue to do it. So when she walks, she don't got to worry about tripping and falling and hurting herself. She already cleaned off all the dust. You know, we got our neighbors working. We live in a hard-working neighborhood. But, you know, she just got to tape off the drain and the lever for the drain. Don't know what it is. Don't at me. So what she's going to do is sand the tub. And she's going to do 150 grit first, 220 and 400. And then we're going to refinish the tub. And like I said, I'm going to be focusing on this arch today. And we are actually going to add another piece of 2x4. Let me fix the brightness real quick. You could come in. And we're actually going to add another piece of 2x4 right there, just so I could get a decent sized piece of sheetrock instead of a 1/2 inch piece of sheetrock, right? So we're going to go and do that, finish boxing this off, plaster everything, so we could just continue the flooring tomorrow or tonight. I might do it all nighter, who knows? So this arch is a load bearing arch, and we're going to have to, you know, we have to support it, and that will be a whole nother episode for another day to remove it and support it with like a 4x6 and just get it in there. And yeah, so you can see everything just looks a lot better with it open. I recommend if you guys are moving into a home and you guys got low arches, especially like this setup where you got a 3-way arch, yeah, raise it. That's the only way you're going to get furniture in here, right? So now that we got that done to set up the camera and we could get things done, you could come in. Matter of fact, just say hi. Babe, just smile. Just say hi.
Hello, how are you?
Thank you for the slaps, yo. You're a legend.
All right, y'all. So as you guys could see, we're going to go ahead and remove these first 2 studs. And we're doing this for 2 reasons. One, I want to get one more stud up top, right underneath that crown molding. And why? The first reason is aesthetics. Nobody wants to see a floating molding coming out the ceiling like a damn guillotine. And 2, let's just add some more support, as it is the sharing wall from the basement to the stairwell going upstairs. So how we're going to support it? We're going to go ahead and add a jack stud right underneath, and this is going to give us some extra support. After that, we're going to sheetrock everything, and we'll move on from there. Now, let's go and check what my rib is doing, because she is actually helping me out by priming the bathroom tub. And as you guys could see, or if you remember from before, that shit was disgusting. She and her mother, they actually cleaned the whole bathroom, and they just couldn't get those stains off the tub. That's just from wear and tear. So we're going to refinish the tub, and I have her priming the tub. So after she gets that done, she's going to go right ahead and take off the wallpaper. As you guys could see here, she's just removing all of the wallpaper from the kitchen walls. And let's just tune back in live to the video. All right, so we are back with another day, another update. You know, kind of think about it. I don't even know how I'm going to do this, right? If I'm going to do this daily updates or maybe a weekly update. It's pretty dark in here. Give me a second, y'all. What we got so far right? We used some GRK screws, you know what I mean? And we were able to get it done. And we got everything nice and leveled. And this 2x4, we laminated it with this one, and it's running under each stud. So each stud is carrying the load. You know what I mean? That's how it should be. You could call that a jack stud, and then a king stud is carrying the top plate, okay? So we did that for some support just in case, just like you can see here. Now all I gotta do on these, I'm just gonna toenail it to that piece of wood, right? I'm gonna toenail it and toenail it. This one isn't load bearing, but I'm gonna toenail these two, right? Just for extra stability. This one, I gotta re-level. I'm gonna buy a new level because I could tell that the actual ceiling, something's off, right? So you can see how the dark brown wood literally is like a 1/4 inch on the left, and on the right, it's almost like what, maybe an inch or even more. So we gotta fix that. We're gonna level that and shim that up. And I want to just take off the first few inches and shim it up so at least it's flush with that. I'm gonna do some measurements. If I gotta buy some plywood, I might just buy some plywood and do it that way, make my life a little easier. And what leaves us here, right? Gotta use my metal blade, so I might have to buy more blades. I'm gonna laser level this and cut from right here on both sides so I could have a nice, easy piece to put in. And I wanna show you what my rib did. So she was at work, and this is all primer. You know, at least it's smooth, you know what I mean? And I don't see any hard paint lines, so I'll give her that. But, you know, it's caked up with primer. And, you know, hey, the only way she's gonna learn is if she tries, right? So she actually did a good job. And 3 layers of primer. I'm gonna sand it down just a little bit, not to get the primer off, because the primer actually will help with how many coats of the actual refinishing paint we will need. And I just wanna scratch off a little bit, make sure it's smooth, you know, baby smooth, right? So we're gonna do that also, and we're gonna just rotate in between. And yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna go to Home Depot first, because I should buy a new level, but I might go there a little dusty. I don't care, man. So let me just set up this camera. Let's sand this bitch down, right? Because this is gonna be one of the most noisiest things. So let me sand this bitch down, and by the time I come back, it at least should air out. The dust should settle a little bit, and then I could actually give it its first coat. So let's go ahead and do that real quick, and we'll be right back. Oh, and I actually forgot to let y'all know, right? She actually took off the wallpaper. You guys seen that footage, and she got literally everything, right? Eventually, we're gonna do the same thing with this arch, but we're gonna have to put a nice 4x6 recessed beam, right? So that's what we're gonna do, just in case if this is load bearing and it needs support. And the same thing here, we're just gonna raise it up because I know this isn't load bearing. So let's just go ahead and we'll be out shortly.